Preparing the ledger file. The main screen of Assistant displays the client list. On the left of this screen, we have a client filter which can help us to filter clients by type. By clicking on the ledger checkbox, we can filter ledger clients. To start a new ledger client or activate the ledger module for an existing client, use the client details form which can be activated by clicking on the Clients button. Let's create a general ledger for the selected company client, All Equipment Co. Proprietary Limited. First of all, we have to select the Ledger tab in the Client's Details form and check the Maintain Ledger checkbox. This will enable the ledger for the selected client. We will then choose the type of accounting period for the ledger: annually, half-yearly, quarterly, or monthly. This will determine the number of periods in the ledger for the transaction posting. The most common choice is quarterly due to the preparation of business activity statements, which most of the entities do quarterly. Select the end of financial year date. Usually the financial year ends at 30 June each year. However, if the financial year is the same as a calendar year, you can enter 31 December 2012. The length of the account in the account chart can vary from 4 to 6 digits. The master chart has 4-digit accounts. If you choose the account number to be longer than 4 digits, the 5th and 6th digits will then be treated as sub-accounts. If you'll be using sub-accounts in the general ledger, increase the account length to 5 or 6 digits, taking into consideration how many sub-accounts you will want in the ledger. Financial reports allow consolidating sub-accounts. You will be able to print either consolidated or detailed reports. Let's select a 4-digit account. In other words, we will not be using sub-accounts in the client's ledger. The length of the accounts can be changed later if sub-accounts are required. Set other options such as number of directors, number of branches, and GST registered. If the entity is a partnership, you must provide the number of partners here. If the entity is a trust, the number of beneficiaries, and if it is a super fund, the number of members. Select whether the entity is reporting or non-reporting, whether it is a small or large entity, and whether it is a non-profit organisation. These options will determine the templates to be used when producing financial statements. Select the page labelled Other to enter the names of directors if the entity is a company. For partnership, enter the names of partners. For trust, the names of beneficiaries, and for super fund, the names of members. The first column should have the sequence number of the director, partner, beneficiary, or member. If the entity has branches, select the Branches section and enter the names of each branch. Enter the sequence number to the first column and the name of the branch to the second column. When the ledger configuration details have been completed, save the changes and open the ledger by clicking on the Ledger button. The interface of the general ledger is very simple. It has a navigator, which lists the most common general ledger commands, and 3 functional screens: the client chart of accounts, the posting screen, and the bank reconciliation screen.